This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Portland, Oregon, as the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Last outing for Atlanta unsuccessful. The loss to Sacramento. And it's Atlanta to start out. And here's Daniels. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Harden. From deep. Rebound by Johnson. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. Coach said we can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thank you, David. Brown. Good.
It's so smooth when Brown is feeling it from deep. No hesitation.
Here's Harden. Rebound by the Hawks.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Pass to Bailey. And that one is hammered home.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. Hey, Brown, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
And here's Daniels. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Here's Bailey. Shoots it up. Rebounded by Isaac.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Out to the right wing. Here's Bailey. Off target with his three. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Bamba.
You really couldn't ask for a better finisher for that play. Bamba able to go above and beyond there. It makes him a humongous target.
Pass to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And Sharp, just a wing player, showing that verticality he has, hitting high above the rim that time.
Here's Bailey. To stop the run. Power down with both hands.
straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Picked away. Lobbed up there for Johnson. And then Johnson with the jam.
Great lift off the floor. Johnson is electric.
Portland trailing here. Sharp with it. Driving the lane. We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharpe took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game. And then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
Here's Topic. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Pass to Jackson. Stolen by Bamba. Here's Sharpe. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really taking it to the defense. Sharpe was smart not to hold back that time.
That one misses. The Hawks trailing. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And Portland making a change here. Here's Houston. Pass to Nembhard. From outside, off the mark. 52 seconds left in the first. It's Jackson atop the key. Here's Okogie. Henderson defending. Back to Jackson. To the left side wing. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Topic. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now Nembhard. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Henderson. Rebounded by Jackson. Rizachet with it. Misses the 3. Henderson outside. It'll count. And that one released in time, but no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hawks lead by 4.
The Hawks, 14.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here is Daniels. Still without a basket. Doesn't go that time.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Nembhard. A miss that time would have put him up. The Hawks leading. We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. To the paint, trying to find Henderson, gets it to him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Hawks shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Here's Nembhard. No scoring in this one. Puts up a deep three. Atlanta with the rebound. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Here's Bailey. He has 6. Hits it from three-point range. Bailey's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Nembhard's shot is good.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And here's Daniels. On the wing, Johnson. The kick out to Brown. Three-pointer, Daniels. Another three for Atlanta.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Here is Daniels. They lead by 6, their biggest margin.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Jackson.
2 minutes.
Clock at 6. Back to Daniels. And here is Brown. Fires from the wing. Rebounded by Kamare. Here's Sharp. And there's the drive. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Brown outside. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Down low. The dive for the ball. Pass to Kamare. They swipe it. Daniels with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Now Reza Shea. Here is Daniels. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 17. The Hawks again can't hit. Trailblazers trailed by 6. Harden outside. There's 49 seconds left now here in the second. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Exceptional athleticism from Sharp, just rocketing off the floor.
Now Daniels. Pass to Brown. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Brown's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
Love to see that from Dicey Daniels. He's a gifted passer.
Now Sharp. He's covered by Brown. Now here's Sharp. 7 points in the game. Back to Bamba. Plays it up and banks it in. Bamba's got his second basket of the night.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games so far. It's Atlanta leading by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. They set the pick. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
So far, you're liking the flashes that Sharp has been able to show you at this level.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Bailey misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time, and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Fires from the corner. Pass to Johnson. Stolen by Bamba. It's tipped. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Wasted no time on that one. Bailey's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight for him.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Back to Daniels. Here's Bailey. 13 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks making a change here. And stolen by Sharp. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.